If you want to see how I turn these thrift store finds into beautiful home decor pieces, let's go. Welcome back to my channel. If you're returning and if you are new, welcome to you as well. This is Christine with Divine Designs, so let's get crafting. In this video, we are doing upcycled or thrift store finds as well as repurposing. So we're going to start with this one. This is a pair of, you'd call this planters. I got 2 of them from the thrift store, and this is where I started working on them way before in the Christmas season, maybe about September or October last year, and I sat them down. I just did not go any further. So here I'm just using the staple remover and I'm removing the handles, the rope handles from the boxes, and I sanded them down. And then I'm just applying some spackle because we're not going to be using those holes anymore. So I took some spackle and filled those. And then once I fill those, I'm now going to add some paint. But before I added the paint, I wanted to lift these off the surface a little bit. So I'm going to place pieces of tape on the bottom of the boxes just to cover up that area. I don't want to paint the area because the paint and the glue is not going to work effectively. I took a piece of masking tape and just covered the areas. Then painted them both with 2 coats of white acrylic paint. And this is where I left it for months. Fast forward to a few days ago for this video. Now I'm going to be embellishing. I had this stencil in my stash. I got this from Panda Hall Selected. Used it a few times. And I got this roll of burlap from my friend, and this is what I'm going to be doing with it. I use the burlap to cover the inside, and now I'm ready to stencil on my design. Now this is burn paste, guys. I am so disappointed with this. I purchased this from Amazon, and I'm going to be testing. I tested it before, didn't like how it worked, wasn't happy with the results, but I said, let me just try it here. So I took my squeegee, placed my stencil down, took the squeegee and applied some of the burn paste. Now you're supposed to use your heat gun or your burning tool to just heat this up until it looks like it's burnt. Now, guys, as you can see from this, all I got was the color orange from this burn paste. Did it need intense heat to start changing? Probably. I don't have that, so I thought that maybe my heat gun would work, but it did not give me the result that I wanted, but that is that. So disappointed. So some part of this stencil bled, so I just took some white paint and painted that out. And I'll do the same thing with the next box. Now I'm applying some Mod Podge. I don't want to rub it on, so I'm just dabbing it on with a sponge just to seal that burn paste in. I don't believe I did yet, but I'm going to check to see if I made my review on Amazon about this product. I'm very disappointed with it. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any experience using burnt paste. Of course, you're watching What Would You Make? And I host this playlist with my friend Brenda from Rustic and Lace DIY. And this month we have Zaina from OK at Home. Now, Zaina is one of the original creator of this playlist, and we have her back as guest host. Go down to the description box below and you will see links to our channels as well as the playlist. So next I painted, well, actually 8 cubes, small cubes with the white paint, and here is where I'm adding them. So I just lifted off the tape that you saw me put down earlier and used some wood glue and hot glue to add those. And here they are, my friends. More of this in the final reveal. Now let's jump into our second DIY. This is our trash to treasure piece. These are the items that I'm going to be using. A little box that some earbuds came in. That little plastic dish came from Dollar Tree. Some dowels, I got these from Walmart. Apple Barrel, True Blue, and Folk Art coconut milk, and that wallpaper is from the Dollar Tree. I took 4 of the dowels, measured the height at which I wanted them, and then used the miter shear to cut those. My friends, if this is your first time to my channel, thank you so much for joining me. I'm happy that you decided to click on that thumbnail and to come into the video to watch budget-friendly crafting. Now, if this is your first time, I would really love if you would subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time that I upload a new video. And also like and share the video because that helps YouTube to promote my video to more viewers like yourself. Now, as you saw, I cut the dowels. I had to put a piece of tape around it just to make sure that it doesn't split when I'm trying to cut it. And here I'm just mixing both of them to give me the shade that I wanted to get. I'm trying to match that shade on that blue shade on the wallpaper. So I painted those, sat them aside to dry, and here I'm now measuring out on the wallpaper using the pieces of the boxes to measure out. Now I'm measuring, giving me a distance of 1 inch, but you need 2 inches, one on the outside and one on the inside. So after I measured both 2 inches on all the sides, I then took the square ruler, lined that up, mark where I needed to cut, and then cut that out. And that is for the small one, and then I'll do the same thing for the big one. And now we have both pieces cut out. Now this is a little tricky because I'm going to be putting the box down in the center, and once you peel off the outer part of your wallpaper, then you're left exposed. I didn't want it to get caught on anything, so I decided to use the school glue. So I placed some of the glue on the box and just put that on top of the outer part of the wallpaper. And then I took the X-Acto knife and made small slits in the top piece of the paper so I can lift it to peel it off. And once I lifted one side, I just went and did the same thing right along the edge of the box so I could cut that out and then have my sticky side where I can just put that down easily. Now, if you want, you can peel off everything and then just try that. But the thing is, once you put it down, and because this is cardboard, it's paper, once it gets a hold of the surface, then it's going to be hard to lift it off without tearing it if you decide to remove it. So once I did that, I'm now working on the sides. Now my inside was a little short, but that's okay because it's inside, it's not going to show that much. So once I fold one side in, I just took a piece of wood and just used that to scrape it, well, not scrape, to rub it so that the wallpaper sticks easily. Now the corners were another challenge. I wasn't sure how I was going to do this, but I just clipped off the excess and then clipped off one side and then folded that in and trimmed it down. And that's how I got the corners to work properly. And then I did that for the next one, and we have both our pieces done. Now for the top piece, just to embellish it a little bit more, I took some lace ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to go all the way around the edge, just using a little hot glue to tack that down. You don't want too much hot glue, just a little bit to go all the way around. And I only did this for the top piece. I'm not doing this for the bottom piece because this is just embellishment. You can leave yours as is. Now for the little dish, I'm using some more of the mixed paint and I'm painting on the inside. You don't want the paint on the outside. You only want to paint inside. And I gave this 2 coats. I applied 1 coat first, dried that, and then gave it a second coat, going in the same direction with my brush. You don't want to go over this too many times or you're going to have brush strokes. So I'm sorry guys, I thought I was filming when I was gluing this down, but what I did, I just used the hot glue to glue on the little piece at the top and the wood glue and some hot glue to glue in the dowels. And here I'm just adding 4 half beads to the base of my lantern, and that's to give it height so it's not sitting too flat on the surface. So I just laid those down just to indicate where I needed to glue them, and then just use some hot glue to glue these down. And that's it, my friends. That's it for our little lantern. Let me know what you think about this. I love the colors. Now guys, this is a scripture that I want to share with you. It's from Proverbs 22 verse 6. It says, "The blessing of the Lord brings true riches, and he adds no sorrow to it." Hope you enjoy that. Be blessed. And also to share with you that my website is now live, guys. The link to my website will be in the description box below. You can click on that just to check it out, and if you see anything that you would like to order, go ahead and order it. Everything that I make on my channel, I will have listed on my website, so check that out and let me know what you think. This next one is going to be so easy, and this is a thrifted frame. I love the color that's already on it. I am not going to do anything. I'm trying to match the same color that's on our wallpaper here. So I just remove the back, remove the glass, clean the glass, and place that one side, or put that aside, not place that one side. Put that aside. Here I'm trying to use up the rest of the wallpaper that I had. And I thought I could use this as is because I didn't have any more. But then after I cut it down and then try to glue it on there, I remembered. So I said, let me go check to see if I have another one. And yes, I did have another one. So here I just cut that out again. So I remove the back and just paste this on top of the piece that was already there. And like I said, guys, this is going to be so easy. Not much work. I didn't paint the frame. I just left it as is. This is a piece of plank that I cut off. You know those planks that come in a pack from the Dollar Tree? I just cut off a piece from that. And here I'm just sanding down the edges. And then I'm just taking my little vacuum there and cleaning up the mess. I painted it with 2 coats of Folk Art linen tool. Now that it's dry, this pack of letters came from the Dollar Tree. I cut out the word home, H-O-M-E. And here I'm just putting them down just to line them up to see how I wanted it. I wanted to make sure that I placed them down straight. So I just took a piece of masking tape and used that as my guide for both at the top and the bottom. And then lay down the letters again, just laying them down. Make sure that they are even on both sides. Then once I was sure about that, I just took the little scraper tool and just rub them on. I love these letters, these transfer letters from the Dollar Tree. They're very easy to go on. My friends, I want to remind you once again about the playlist down in my description box. Make sure to check out the host channels as well. And if you are new here and you love the content and you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and do so before you leave. That would really help my channel. And if you love budget-friendly content like this one and you would like to see more, I will leave a video at the end of the video for you to check that out. Now after I rubbed my letters on, I just took a little Mod Podge and went over them just to make sure that they are sealed properly. And I also Mod Podged the board as well. And then when that dried, I am going to glue this in the center of my little piece there using some tacky glue. I was thinking of using the half beads to just raise that up a little and give it like a 3D effect. But I said, no, that might be too much. And then because I had to put it back inside the frame, the back piece of the frame probably would not hold. So I did not pursue that thought. But that is not so much of a bad idea. You could leave the glass out, put the beads, make it into the 3D effect look, and just put it back in the frame without the glass. Then I placed it back in. I put the glass in first and then put my insert in, place the back on it, and then just secure that. And this is done, my friends. So cute. So now let's jump into our final reveal. Here we are with our thrifted planter boxes. They can be used as planter boxes or as vase. However you choose to use these, I love them, despite the fact that my burn technique did not turn out as burn technique. But anyway, that's how chefs become famous, from trials and errors. And here is our thrifted frame. I am going to say the frame is my favorite. And here is our little lantern. Now you can't put anything with open flame in this one because it's cardboard, right? But I love it anyway. I love the colors. Now guys, let me know which one was your favorite. And remember, this playlist is anything wood. Craft with anything wood. If you are a crafter and you would like to join us, you can reach out to Brenda or myself and we'll be happy to add you to our Instagram chat. And if you would like to follow me on social media, you can scan that QR code or check my description box for my Linktree address. And if you enjoy budget-friendly content like this, I suggest this video right here. Stay safe, my friends, and I'll catch you in my next one.